we back, episode 27. We got education, we got degrees, we got certification. And I just want you to know that I didn't put this up there so I could be that guy that gets out of prison and is like, I tell you, man, you gotta stay in school. You gotta go get your education because if not, you gonna end up like me. And that stuff doesn't discriminate. So it doesn't matter if you got education, no education, not education. If you choose to play with that stuff and get in there and mess around, then you're going to find out what it's about. But I just wanted to premise that because, once again, this is my educational journey. This is my shared story about my educational journey, my process, what I thought about it, what I think, and how I'm going to continue to use education. Because simply, education is the process of acquiring knowledge, skills, values, and competencies through various forms of learning. It typically occurs in formal settings, like schools and universities, but can also take place informally through life experiences and self-directed study. Education aims to foster critical thinking, creativity, social skills, preparing individuals to participate effectively in society and contribute to their communities. It encompasses a wide range of subjects and practices from basic literacy to numeracy to advanced scientific and artistic knowledge. Education. And so growing up, I played sports. I started playing soccer very, very young. I was good at it. I was good at sports. They pumped me up. They told me, I even played select soccer. Probably played about 9 or 10 years. From an adolescent going up in high school. You know, high school is not cool. Even though I did play some in high school, not cool. So my education came easy, I would say, to me. But I didn't take it serious because I always thought sports was going to be my ticket. And then when hip hop came in the 80s, you know, I'm in junior high school. I was like, I'm definitely going to look at all the money that they're making. Man, this is. And so I never even set myself on having a major study. What are you actually going to be in life outside of entertainment and sports? Like, what is your skills, your career path? Because, you know, jobs and careers are two different things. So I didn't have any career path. Like I told you in the previous thing, I had 3 knee surgeries. But I'm going to go back to the education part. And when I was playing sports, I was at a particular college. And I went and I took these certain classes because of the team. They were required by the thing. And all he was saying was, man, don't mess up, just show up, do your thing. I was just like, sure, I got to do the curriculum. I got to do things like that. And don't get me wrong, those, like I'm saying, oh, he told me not to do nothing. If anybody plays sports, you know, if you play sports, you know what's up. I'm not going to get into it. There's a different level of rules and things that go into that with that educational stuff. And I was thinking to myself, because at the time I was still drinking, like, perhaps maybe they're just setting me up, just letting me know that this is not a realistic dream or passion or something that I can actually finish and achieve. And so I did not take that stint of my education serious, even though I got a year worth of units. And so did not take advantage of that education, had my mind on sports, and I get a contract, whatever, told you about the knee surgeries, that's over. So for me, me not taking my education serious when I was younger set me back. Incarceration set me back. Like, I was so far behind of just basic knowledge, common sense, whatever, just recognizing fantasy land. Is this real? What's going on? And if I would have actually took my education serious, I would have got a lot further. So I had about a couple of years worth of credits. I go to this particular college, and I'm trying to get enrolled, get my bachelor's. And they asked me, had I had any schooling? You got a high school diploma, this, and that. I tell them, I got my GED this year. I have that. I have my other stuff. Oh, he said, oh, great. So he goes, he does his thing, and I'm sitting out in the lobby. Would you like something to drink? Yeah, some coffee? Yeah. Sit there, I'm waiting. You know, this is a process. So he comes back. He says, I'm having a problem. He said, did you sign up for selective services? Now, if anybody doesn't know, selective services is part of the branch military. You got to sign up. It's the thing they implemented now, I think, whatever age to 27 that you got to sign. It's kind of like enlisting, saying, hey, I'm available or something like that. And I said, that doesn't make any sense, man, because I've been to boot camp. And he was looking at me crazy. And I already know whoever, when I went in there, did that, came, told him that. And he came down. He did not investigate it. He did not check it out. And he shot that to me. And when I told him that, his body language, how he said, hold on, I'll be right back. And I told him, I said, yeah, Marine boot camp, Area 51. I told him what year, all that stuff. I graduated, and I was supposed to go into the military. Completely different story. Long story short, that didn't happen because I evaluated it, and I was thinking, oh, I don't think I want to do that. And so I ended up getting myself in trouble. We'll talk about that at a different time. So half hour goes by. He comes back. And he said, man, I don't understand. How did they... And I was like, you're asking me? And so he does all the thing, and I appreciate him because all the things I've been in my life and all the trouble that I've been through, he took time out, and he knew that they were playing games, and he doubled back, and he got me into school. Now, granted enough, he gets me into school. It's not for free because he's going to get me a student loan, and really, he's just putting me in debt. And because I played around so much with my education, I am just so eager to get my education. And a side note about these educations, I'm going to break that down right now. I'm going to get into the different class levels of education. Because a lot of people get their education free. They have their kids structured. They live in an environment. They're able to carry that out, get them scholarships, get on that. Us people, minorities, whatever, we gotta, our whole thing is you need to get your education. Education is key. Man, they don't say what for, what are you going to major, what are you going to use it for, what job markets are available in that specific genre. Like me, in psychology, there's many different things, clinical, whatever, that I could go through. So you have to know that. You have to know the basis. Okay, what is it that I'm going to do in life? What am I getting this education for? Because a lot of these schools, allegedly, they just going to get your money. Okay, you graduate, you get your degree or whatever like that. And then what happens? Depending on what school it's from, see, they don't tell you that. A lot of times at the jobs, it matters what school it's from. They want to double check it. They just like, hey, did this even happen? You know? And so my thing was that, hey, I'm going to take psychology. Psychology, why? Because I need to find out what happened to me first. Reason I got a bachelor's degree in psychology, I needed to find out what happened to me first because people I get in front of, they don't seem to be telling the truth. And so I had to take time out of my life, which is perfect because it's about me, and handle that. And so I get into the school, I do my thing. And just before I was getting ready to get my bachelor's degree, I got a job at the school. Back to education. Now, this is what I want to tell you. And I can break down the percentages for this, but I want to tell you about education. When people stress the education, they say that to different class groups, it means different things. Because a career is just more than just education. Education to say, you're illiterate, you're stupid, you need to you need to educate yourself, and over. But the education doesn't lead to a job, a career, a skill, or anything tangible other than somebody pointing at you and saying, hey, you're smart. Or, hey, you're a hard worker. Education. You know, I get hyped about that. Because there's different things. I'm going to explain to you about myself, about my education, when I started getting my education, what kind of jobs I get, or did I get any jobs at all? And did the certificates actually pay more than the degree?